everybody, I'm Steve Furey. This is Comedy Confidential, the only show where your secrets become comedy. So this show is based on your secrets. If you see next to you, there'll be a white piece of paper with a pen. Why is it white? Why is it exactly the same as everybody else's? That's to remain anonymous. So right now, you can write down any secret you want on that little piece of paper. What's gonna happen, my buddy's gonna come around with a bucket. You're gonna throw them in the bucket. Comics are gonna pull them out. We're gonna riff on them. Our favorite secret of the night, when we do a panel, I will buy your whole table's tap, okay? How fucking cool is that? It's therapy, baby. Bam! Fucked a professional dog catcher because he found my poodle. That's customer service, you know what I mean? I think if a Postmate guy gets there under 7 minutes, you should blow him. And it doesn't matter what sex you are. These are essential workers. Also, didn't know you could be a professional dog catcher. I think he just found your dog. I'm gonna guess he's found your dog, probably didn't have a job. And she was like, what do you do for a living? He was like, I catch dogs for a living? I accidentally ended up in a foursome. Okay. How'd you do that? That's fun. I accidentally ended up in I love the person just tripped right into some pussy. What happened? Keep your finger out of my butt. Apparently, I was such a good time, I ended up being the third in a throuple. Wow. That's like, that's like a walk-on like a college football team that just starts as a quarterback. That means they were choosing the other person or you, and the other person got cut. You made the cut. That's a starting lineman. You're starting on that team. So we're gonna keep it going. This next guy is one of my favorite comics. You're gonna love him. Give it up for Malik B!
Feeling satisfaction from the street crowd reaction.
I don't think I'll ever own a house. Me either, because the way LA is, I don't think I'll ever own a house. I think I'll own a house, but you gotta go far. You gotta go somewhere where no one cares about, like Lancaster.
Yeah. Come hang out my house in Victorville for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. You own the house in Victorville?
No, I would rather sleep on the streets.
Oh, yeah. Fair. You have to. Why would you want to go to Victorville or San Bernardino?
Smoke crystal meth, mainly, I would say. Once you start dabbling in the crystal, the IE gets beautiful.
Yeah, you might as well just do every drug if you're in Victorville.
You ever seen Riverside at 4 a.m., brother?
No,
It's somewhat more attractive than it already is.
Oh, this is a good one. Had a crush on my mechanic. Yeah, I bet you did. Pop my tire so I can see him again. Okay, he said he doesn't do tires. That's a woman thing, by the way. Yo, I'm just gonna pop it and see where it goes. I had a girl slash my tires. All four of them. I was parked in my parking spot and I came outside. I was like, who the fuck could have did this, right? So I was upset. I didn't know who to call. So the first person I called was my dad. The first question he asked, I swear to God, he said, what race was she? I said, wait, what? I was like, so it's a true story. I was like, nah, D, she was Spanish. He was like, there you have it.
All right, up next, you might know her from the movie Honora. Wow, give it up for Ivy Wolk, everybody! Good to see you, dude, from New York. Nice to meet you.
Hi, wow, this is exciting.
All right, Ivy, why don't you get in that bucket?
Okay, yay. Ooh. Okay, this one says, childhood crush was Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. Okay, well, my notes on this one are like, well, I live in Brooklyn, right? And so I think a lot of men have this specific syndrome where around my damn neck of the woods because like the Miss Frizzle, she's like a whimsical lady, always has like kind of ornate earrings on, curly hair, wants to take you on an adventure, unmedicated, like has a job that's kind of in a precarious place where like any day now she could lose the gig due to her behavior on site. So I think this is entirely reasonable. I think men think that what they want is like a girl who can like be spontaneous and take them on a crazy adventure, but really what they want is a girl who like dresses like she's bisexual but actually is normal and also is quiet. Like that's what guys actually truly want. So that's my notes on this first one. Miss Frizzle, God bless you. I'm gonna take another one from the bucket now. Yippee! Yahoo! Just filling space. Oh! Whew, Jesus H. I've been covered in shit before. Parentheses, not mine, close parentheses, next set of parentheses, human, next set of parentheses, adult. Oh, thank God. Well, thank God. Okay. I've been covered in shit before, not mine, human, adult.
Have you ever been covered in anything weird?
Have I ever been covered in anything weird? Fucking human skin and like the breath of life. Like, this shit naturally is fucking me the fuck up, dude. But like, shit, no. I can't say I've been covered. Well, one time I did actually, no, this happened more than once. I had to unclog a public toilet with my bare hand. Like I had to. Oh, don't pull back on me, motherfuckers, okay? You unclog the toilet, you don't have any tools around you, you gotta fucking roll your sleeves up and fucking reach the fuck in.
I just run. I dead sprint out of the building.
If you no, you have to fucking rectify your damn mistakes, biatch. That's what you have to do.
If your dream guy, you're talking 4 years into a relationship, borderline, you can feel he might be asking you to marry him, and he wanted you to cover him in your own feces, are you doing it? But yes, you have to put it on him.
Would it be a one-time? Would he be like, "This is
Great
what I'm
question.
trying," or would he be like, "This has been my secret that I want you to do for me every single day"?
Once a year. On his birthday.
Once a year? Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. A bitch like me, a female like me don't got that many options. So if I manage to lock down a man for, you said, 4 years, and I'm hearing an inkling, a whisper on the wind that he's gonna pop the question, but once a year, he wants me to smear my shit on him. I mean, honestly, it's like, maybe he's the best I can get.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Look inwards.
Put my mugshot on Match.com. I don't give a fuck. Okay, what's next? Oh, honey. Girl. Okay. I was born in a bathtub. I was born in a bathtub. In a little tent. Oh, yes. This is so urban. You were born in a bathtub. I mean, I feel like home birth is kind of the new frontier. I know a lot of hippie-ass bitches who have been doing this type of shit, and it's chic, you know? They do, like, an Instagram carousel photo shoot of them, like, shitting and crowning in a kiddie pool or in, like, the bathtub of their, like, garbage dump West Village apartment. So I think this is not like a chic IG photo shoot, like beef tallow ass home birth situation. Like I think this is not giving RFK. I think this is giving like toilet baby, prom dumpster baby. Like this is giving like my mom was taking a bath and she was like, damn, I got a fart and I came, you know?
Ivy Wolk, everybody!
Thank you.
If you have a secret, please raise your hand. I'll have my guy run around and cut. Give it up for my man, Dave Landau! Dave, good to see you, buddy. I heard you have a little interesting story about your grandma's car.
I did. I keyed my grandma's car, which I know sounds crazy, but I was a drug addict, and so was she. Hers was prescribed by a doctor. But my mom and dad, they go on a lot of trips for my dad's cancer surgery, and they wouldn't let us be alone in our house, so they were like, your grandma has to watch you. So I would steal her Vicodin, and one day she accused me of stealing her Vicodin, which I was, but I was offended. So I keyed her car. which actually belonged to my uncle who also OD'd. So it's an interesting thing once you say it out loud. I've never talked about that before.
Just a classic Detroit story.
Just a classic Detroit story of your dead uncle and keying your grandma's car. My grandma used to run a casino in her basement.
That's so fucking tight.
Yeah, like she used to go to Mardi Gras and had all these beads, and then once I was 15, I was like, oh, you were a whore. It wasn't like a making cookies grandma. It was just one that liked to fuck.
That was a mama, that was a big mama.
I have like 3 different grandpas.
I have a few.
Yeah, you
white
have a
trash,
few of
yeah, I have a
those.
few,
Yeah, that happens. For years in high school, my friend and I would come to campus at night and pee all over the tables where the asshole kids sat. There was a huge investigation, but we never got caught. How bad would it smell that they unleashed a huge investigation where they had to bring in, like, police? You're like, look, there's piss everywhere. There's no way this isn't human piss that we need to address. A human is doing that. Like, they fired 4 janitors and they're like, it still smells. It wasn't even one of them. I love this story because I did all kinds of shit in high school. I used to get high in class and I'd smoke weed just to watch the teacher walk around to see who did it. And I drew dicks everywhere. Everywhere. Fucking everywhere. And I had a class called Humanities, and I drew probably 1,000 dicks. At least in that year. And then the one thing that they did catch me on, they caught me on that, but was the other one, because it was my handwriting. I did an entire book. It was of my science teacher molesting his son.
Bestseller.
It was great. It was just 40 pages of him fucking his kid who also went to the school, and I stapled it together, and I called it Mr. Harold fucking his son. And then I left it on his desk, and then just left for the summer.
Hell yeah. Did you get caught?
Oh yeah, I got caught.
I put by Dave Landau.
Yeah, they were like, it's your handwriting. What the fuck is wrong? But my friends would like chime in. They'd be like, he should fuck his dog in this one too. And he'd be like blowing his kid and say like, happy birthday. Fuck off. It was funny. I don't care. It was fun. I don't regret it at all. I hope they're both dead. He was a pilot. He probably is.
I love that too. Like, what's the investigation? So I was like, I'm gonna need every kid to piss, and I'm gonna smell them all.
Yeah, listen. I think there's a gang of them.
I think there's a game. We need to get all the pretty girls to go piss, and I can smell it all.
Yeah, listen. If one of you just principal, like one kid at a time, needs to come in here and urinate in front of me. I need to see if you match. Cup your balls. Yeah, good for you if that you never got away with that, and they unleashed an investigation, and you made the asshole kids sit and piss. What a fun high school.
I love the asshole kids. They're just like, no, it's my table. I'm not gonna let the piss make me move.
Yeah.
They just sit there all year.
I own this.
This is my table.
I'll mark it too. They start breaking in at night to cover the other piss.
Just wearing more and more Axe deodorant.
Yeah.
It's Baja Blast and piss.
It's just nerd piss covered in jock piss, covered in nerd piss, covered in jock piss.
We don't know why bears keep coming.
It's crazy. They're surrounding the school. Right. Let's see what else you guys got. I haven't shaved my legs in a month. Neither have I. It doesn't, but I'm married, so, you know, I have tits. I don't know. There's just some shit. Eventually, she grows into you, and you grow into her. You touch her legs, and you're like, oh, it's furry, and then she fucking slaps your tit during sex and laughs at you and degrades you as a man. So I can't really say that's a bad thing. I felt very furry legs. When you're young, it's weird. Like in dating, and it's like, well, couldn't you fix that? Don't you care at all? But when you're married, it doesn't fucking matter. I leave my shirt on during sex now. I'm so insecure, like a fat kid at the swimming pool. Anyway.
Dave Landau, everybody! Thank you very much. Fantastic. We have 2 more comics up next. My fucking guy. Give a big round of applause for Dan Donohue, Mr. Scrooge himself. Dan, good to see you, brother. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me. This is great. You guys are getting a fucking experience here, huh? This is interesting. This is good.
Why don't we get in that bucket?
Yeah.
Yes.
If I borrow money, I try not to pay it back. All right. Do you guys not understand what this is? I've never borrowed money in my life. Isn't that weird? Never done it. I'm just bragging to you guys now. I'm trying to relate to you, but I have good credit and I don't borrow. Oh, I
Well,
realize
credit
I
card.
haven't.
Do you have a credit card?
No, just debit and cash.
So then you have no credit.
I have no credit.
Yeah.
I have zero credit. I pay.
That doesn't mean you have good credit when you don't do that. I like how you're like,
Oh,
I don't
really?
borrow money.
I thought it was like,
No, you don't even exist,
innocent
dog.
until
Don't
proven
give you
guilty.
any-
No, is not that how they do it? I thought they were like, oh, this guy's never taken money out. We probably can. I guess that makes sense because like we don't know if we'll pay.
He's almost 30 and he has no bank transactions? Okay.
All right, one more. I pay immigrant workers from Home Depot to choke me in the shower. I think as long as you have them also build the shower, that's fine. I think they want to choke you after they do that, and that's kind of, you could probably get that for free from those fellas.
All right, everybody, Dan Donohue! We are up to our last comic, and then we get into the panel, the elusive panel. We waited for the last person to put that in there. It must be juicy. It must be real juicy. Give a big round of applause, everybody, for Leah Rudick, everybody! Get in that bucket!
Okay. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. When and only when I'm alone in my car, I will say the N-word in a rap song. I'm uncomfortable with that one. I don't care for that one. Oh no. Help! Help! I'm gonna do a different one. Saw my lesbian sister. What is with these? Jesus Christ. Saw my lesbian sister scissor her girlfriend, but only jacked it to her girlfriend. Ew. I'm trying not to say ew, but it just came out of me. Ew. Dude, saw my lesbian sister scissor. I'm just reading it again because it felt good to read. Saw my lesbian sister scissor her girlfriend, but only jacked it to her girlfriend. Only jacked it to her girlfriend. Imagine if it was like only jacked it to my sister. One guy liked that. Pervert. I think the closest thing to some weird sexual thing with my family is that one time my brother sexted my mom by accident. Nice. He wrote, I was with her, I was like at TJ Maxx with my mom, and she gets this text from my brother, and she looks at it and she's like, I don't think this was meant for me. And then she shows it to me, and it's a text that says, I could do it with my dick, but it would probably be better with my fingers.
It's kind of sad. You don't want to lead with that, I don't think.
Yeah.
You saying my dick would be better than your fingers. I like
Yeah.
him, too, because he's modest. He was like, I could just finger you. We don't have to fuck.
No, I know. My mom was like, you got no game, Mike.
Now, do you want this ill-fitting sweater from TJ Maxx or not?
Yeah, maybe that'll help your dick do better. Right. I caught my father, drunk and naked, trying to keep a woman captive against her will. I had to rescue her. God, that's like my fantasy. Jesus Christ.
That all it had? It just ended right there?
It just ended right there.
Oh, it was like a police report. Someone put it
Yeah,
out.
I feel like we should give this to someone. Is there security?
Call the authorities. Is there a
Yeah.
security guy in here? Where's Guam? Give it to Guam. He'll
Can
tell
the
us
door
something.
guy take care of this? Oh no! I just have follow-up questions.
Keep that one.
I find this unrelatable.
Let's do one more. Make sure you
Okay.
keep your favorite one.
I always pee in the something sink. Lord sink? Hold sink? What do you think that says?
It was his. He just want to play it.
I always pee in the sink. I mean, that's fine. Peeing in the sink is fine.
Can a girl? Do girls pee in the sink?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to know.
Yeah. I've peed in a sink before.
Yeah.
I'll pee in the shower. That's pretty regular. Everybody pees in the shower, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody not pee in the shower? Like, not a single one, right? Not a single person doesn't pee in the shower.
Maybe
You don't
not.
pee in the shower? Why? You're fucked up, dude. That's so weird. What's wrong with you? Like, where do you pee? In the sink? I'll pee my pants right now.
We'll make you guys laugh. I'll do
Watch
anything
me.
later.
Yeah, watch me do it.
Round of applause for Leah Rudick, everybody. Let's get this going. I'm gonna go first with my maybe favorite secret of the night. Accidentally ended up in a foursome. Fell asleep mid-deed. Apparently, I was such a good time, I ended up being the third in a throuple. Let's count down from 5, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what I'm talking about. Come up here. Wow.
Oh my God, it's a beautiful queen.
This is fantastic.
Wow.
Why don't you just paint a picture of how did the night start and how do you accidentally trip into being in a foursome?
I was being friendly.
I need more friends, apparently.
We met over brunch or late brunch. It was.
Oh yeah.
Brunch foursome over mimosas? Fuck yeah.
It was my girlfriend and I. We had a trip to San Diego.
Oh, San Diego,
the couple
too.
next to us, I don't know. We started talking, started taking shots. They asked where we were going. We told them, we'll see you later. Texted us, are you guys coming? Yeah, we're going. We met up. We danced, all, grand old time.
What a fairy tale.
And before we were dancing, we asked if they were a couple or not, because they were acting kind of weird. And they looked at each other and they were like, kinda.
Ooh,
And I was
creepy,
like, what does that
fun.
mean? They're like, well, we're in an open relationship. And I was like, oh, okay. And the girl was trying to explain that they were looking for unicorns, except I cut her off and I said unicorns. So she figured I knew what that was.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, hell yeah. You dance with the devil often, girl. I see
Nah,
this.
you dirty. You dirty.
You're allowed to do whatever you want. Dan, first question for this wonderful woman.
Who's this guy?
I know. I'm a little embarrassed. We're on
Don't
our
be
second
embarrassed.
date.
I'll put money on it. You going on a third.
Yeah.
Right now. You might get wiped up, shorty. This is going to happen tonight.
That's all I wanted to know. And by that fucking tattoo sleeve, he's down for whatever,
Yeah.
baby. Let's go.
I saw him look to God and say thank you. It was beautiful.
He looked confused when I gave him my purse.
Oh, well, he's happy right now. Malik?
So you were in the throuple?
Yeah, turns
Yep,
out
great
they really did it because they wanted me.
Oh, how beautiful.
Brother, salute. I just want to say thank you. Sometimes God send you good things.
What you need to do is start going ring shopping right now. You're a champ. One more from Ivy, and then we're going to let her sit back down.
So you said this was a foursome. Your friend, now, when did she leave the equation?
She
Wonderful
was
question.
there the whole night when I fell asleep. Like, she finished them off.
But
What a great friend.
she was not asked to
Yeah.
join the throuple. There was not a fourple, a quad.
She, to this day, doesn't know that we still met up afterwards.
Oh, duplicitous Latina.
Give a round of applause for everybody. Gonna be hard to beat that. The story's so beautiful, brought a tear to my goddamn eye. Dan Donohue, what was your favorite secret of the evening?
I pay immigrant workers from Home Depot to choke me in the shower.
That's a song. That's the one that might be able to beat that. We're gonna count together with me, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Ivy, what do we got?
That one was mine.
Mine was, I once was covered in human shit, parentheses, not mine, parentheses, human, parentheses, adult.
Oh, fantastic choice. Together, we're gonna do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! She doesn't even pee in the shower. And she got poop on her. Come on over here. Don't say your name. You can say it right here. Fantastic. Just talk in that microphone. You can go as close as you want. It won't bite you. First question. Are you a nurse?
No.
No. Okay. How did it happen? Please tell me.
I was paintballing in the woods.
You could have given me $20,000 to start that sentence, and I would have never gone with paintballing in the woods. Please explain more.
I was with my cousins and my brother, and my brother thought it would be really funny to shit on the trail that we had to go to get to the car. So, and it was the fattest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, we were all blown away. Like,
You're like bear, human, who knows?
yes. So my cousin thought it would be really funny to shoot it, but it ricocheted and exploded all over me and my cousin. And when I say covered, I mean covered.
Yeah. What a wholesome way that ended. I wouldn't have thought that. Me and my cousins alone in the woods paintballing. I'll let them get dirty, girl. All right, my man Dan Donohue, do you have a question for this
Have
lovely
you been
lady?
paintballing since?
No, that was a long time.
Ivy?
I guess I'm relieved that it wasn't sexual, but when you said cousin and brother, immediately I thought incest sexual, and so I'm relieved. I guess I don't have any questions because, honey, you've given me all the answers.
I got Dave Landau. What do we got?
Did you ever get like a shit revenge, or do you plan to?
I know that's a good question. I've never planned one.
You should do it.
You got time.
Yeah.
How'd you get home? Did they make you walk?
That was my
we rode in the back of the truck.
Back to the. Oh, that was yours, Malik? My bad, dog.
Did you win?
No.
No, I think we all. When you're covered in shit, I think we all know you lost that
The
game.
shit one.
Round of applause for her. We got 2 for 2. Yeah. Those are 2 pretty good stories right now. I don't know who's gonna win. Dave Landau. Oh no, Ivy, right?
No,
Your
mine
shit.
was the shit.
Dave Landau. What do we got?
Mine's it's a tie. I'll go with this one because it might be more easy for them to stand up. For years in high school, my friends and I would come to campus at night and pee all over the tables where the asshole kids sat. There was a huge investigation, but we never got caught.
We need to know about that investigation.
I wanna know
don't we,
about
Dave? All right, together from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He waited from the first beat. Come on up here, brother. Get on up to the microphone, talking to it like you know it. First stop, who came up with the idea?
It was my best friend Steve.
Okay, I see that. And what was everyone first time he said it? Were they just like, yeah, let's piss on the table every day for the rest of high school?
Okay, so I went to school in San Diego.
Talking to the microphone, my man.
I went to high school in San Diego. And there was this
shit going on in
there was this group of like racist surfer bully assholes. And he had like a confrontation with one of them one day, but in lieu of fighting, we just tried to figure out a way to get him back. We tried to figure out a way to get him back that was not like fighting or something stupid. So
You didn't think pissing on a table every day was stupid?
when I was 14, it seemed like a brilliant idea.
Okay, 14 is pretty good. A little
So-
chemical warfare.
Yeah, we knew where they would sit. They sat in the same place every day, and we would like do after wrestling class. We'd like kind of go around the campus, and then we'd
That's
we'd
pungent
go to his
piss.
house, and we'd come back at night, and we'd piss all over the table, and eventually like we'd like do it, and then we'd wait. And by the next day, it was like not obvious, but they would sit in it and still get pissed on. It's
awesome.
weird to talk about.
I'm loving it so far.
And then,
I think it's great.
Yeah, it's a solid comeback.
And then eventually, like the vice principal, Miss Principal Fairley, started investigating, and so they basically would, like round up the usual suspect, like knucklehead kids, like the troublemaker kids, and you sit in Mr. Fairley's office, and he'd be like, "Do you ever visit the campus at night?" And so, but they interviewed like just all like the kids that would get detention and get like sent to the principal's office, but they never disciplined anybody. They never figured out who it was.
The perfect crime. Congratulations, buddy. Dan, what question do you have for my man right here? For the-
Yeah, during the piss session, which good job with that, by the way. Did you take turns, or did you all go kind of 4 streams like a big fountain at the same time?
Great question.
Okay. First of all, we had a whole system where we would chug.
And I knew you did.
We would chug like Gatorade or soda or something at his house. And we'd time it out, so it'd be like an hour and 15 minutes like after the chug session, so you're like fully ready to go. And we kind of had this like stupid, funny inside joke where we'd like swivel our hips. Like,
The spread. It's for spread. Yeah, makes sense.
Then you sit down, and I would especially try to get a ton of piss where Mitch John.
Fucking
Yeah,
two
fuck
first
that
names.
Fuck Mitch John. So I like.
I like the length you're giving with your dick, by the way.
2 handfuls.
Try to make sure I really fire hose to his seat especially.
Dave Landau, what do we got?
Quick 2-parter. Was this pre-Columbine?
Dude, it was the same year as
Same
Columbine.
year? You looked around my age. So I was wondering.
Give him a round of applause! Get him ready, together! Man, these are some good secrets we've been choosing. Last up, Leah Rudick. Who is your favorite secret?
But the guy, or the person who said the father walked in on the
Fuck, that is a
father
good one.
holding a woman captive.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I agree with you as well. That was creepy as hell. I didn't really want to make eye contact with you and see the shame that you've lived with for a couple decades. Now, the winner goes to you. We're going to vote on 3 people. Pee, poo-poo, foursome. By the audience's vote, the winner will happen, and I will buy that person's table's whole fucking tab. So, I'm going to be the judge. First up, Pee-Pee Man. 1, 2, 3. I like Pee-Pee Man. That was a good one. Okay. Poo-Poo Girl. Wow. Okay, we're going last. Accidental Foursome. Accidental Foursome has one. Give a shout out to Dan Donohue, Ivy Wolk, Dave Landau, Malik B, and Leah Rudick. Thank you guys very much. Exit right here. I will get your thing paid for, and everything will be great. Have a good night. Thank you very much.